What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrenching Wrecked. I gotta clear off this bench and make a little bit of room. If you follow the shorts, you might have seen the stupid little non-Harley project I picked up the other day. I'm selling a bunch of the mopeds upstairs at the shop. Been doing okay with those. And then somebody messaged me about buying a bike, even though I'm trying to clear all of it out. Well, it was a good price. It was close, so I grabbed that. That's gonna come back, so we're gonna do a quick let's get it running video. I know it's way off kilter from any of the Harley stuff or any of the chopper stuff. It's not a shovelhead, it's not an Evo, it's not an ironhead. It is a little 50cc two-stroke Garelli, 2-speed automatic. So it's a little top tank. It's kind of a cool, it's a neat little bike. I know, laugh at me all you want, I don't really care, but I wouldn't be wrenching on motorcycles if it wasn't for the moped stuff first. Good deal popped up, so we're gonna get that put back together, which means we need to clear off this giant mess and make a little bit of room. I forgot to bring a box back for that motor, and then at some point this week, because I got all week off, I will be going over to an indie shop and trying to get a second opinion on the bottom end and the flywheels for this motor. Other than that, this can all start going back together, because we're not changing anything, we're not doing anything other than trying to put the rest of this together. I talked to my buddy Jeremiah. He's got some of the primary stuff. I think he should have most of it to try and build a complete motor out of this. And then if I don't keep it, it will go into somebody else's hands and they can do the final assembly. I don't really necessarily like the big hot rod type motors. I like reliable, and in my experience, stock is much more reliable, especially if you're doing older stuff. To each their own though. If you want an ironhead screamer, this is a perfect candidate for you. So let me get this cleared off, and then with a little bit of movie magic, when we pop back, there'll be a new bike on the bench. And it's nice because it's half a quarter of the size of this one. It'll fit on there with this motor on the end. Here we go. Go this side view of the kickstart procedure. You don't get the kicking part, but we're still working on the cold start procedure here. So let me click the gas on and give that about 30 seconds. And then the only other things, I did put the kill switch in. So this is functioning once again. I saw a couple comments on the lights. You should turn the lights off. Well, I got switches for that. That's all set up now. We still got to rewire the whole bike, but that might go to the next person. We'll see. If I keep this for a little bit, then we'll go through and rewire it, but I really don't want to. Let's try a cold start. Ignition off, because we got to switch now. Gas on. Primer. Key on. Choke off. Choke on. Choke off. Gotta love the Volvo wagon. Full moped in the back. So much for selling them. Oh, wheel. Well, I'm supposed to be selling a bunch of stuff, so I was doing a good job. Got another moped down here because I got somebody coming out to buy this really rare Botavis top tank with a Peugeot motor. Well, of course, being me, somebody messaged me on the internet yesterday asking if I buy them. Let's take a look. And mention how much I love the Volvo station wagon. Here we are. Another top tank. Garelli 2-speed automatic. Top tank SSXL. Fun. Just what I need. More crap. Time to unload this thing and see what we got. Just sold a bike and a half and a bunch of parts. Replacing it with this one. Get this going, and then this goes up for sale. Well, we made it back. It's been a day, 2 days? 2 days, I think, since I was out here. So we cleaned off the bench, got that all prepped up for the new bike, which I'll show you guys in a second. And I got slammed at the shop. Just absolutely ridiculously busy. So I have not had time to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do in the next couple days since I have off from the day job, but slammed at the shop, so that takes priority right now. Bunch of rush stuff, but we're working on it, so that'll get caught up. Anyways, when I left off, I believe we cleared off the bench, got everything cleaned up on this. We did a little bit of kickstarting on this. Here she is in all of her glory. This is what, 77, 78? I don't even know what year this thing is. 77. 1977 Garelli SSXL, a Super Sport XL from the badges. It's very complete. Some of the parts are in the box down there, which I'll go through in a minute. But we brought it home. So this is going to be the project for the next couple days. I got to order up gaskets. I know that much. Look at this. We've been playing around with the VM38 on there. You ever seen a 1412? 14 on the intake side, 12 on the, 14 on the air inlet side, 12 mil on this side. It's a whopping 1 pinky full of intake. So, and that gas looks terrible, but it's in pretty good shape. It's dirty, it's crusty, and the whole top end is off, which I don't really care about that. It turns over. We're going to have to go through a ton of stuff on here, like the clutch linkage. He gave me a bag of parts. So I have all the side covers, all the taillight lenses, a brand new taillight lens for that. So we'll just be kind of getting this back together pretty quick. I'm not doing a ton of videos on this. It shouldn't take all that much to get going. But I've had a million of these in my lifetime. These usually sell pretty well, especially the little miniature motorcycle top tank setups. Original paint, patinaed, but not in that bad of shape overall. So I'm excited about it. I've been trying to clear out all of these from the shop. When somebody messages you and says, hey, here's this, are you interested, and the price is right, just grab it. So the last one of these, I will say for most of you that are probably not at all familiar, but the last Garelli top tank, exact same bike, but it was brown, chocolate brown. I sold that one for $750 or $800. It was hot rodded a little bit, which We're going to try and get this going just as a stock one. If it works, cool, it'll stay that way. If not, I don't really care if the top end is shot. The rebuild on the cases and stuff on these is extremely, extremely straightforward, so I'm not overly worried about that part. It's just a matter of how much money I want to spend. This is a flip bike, 100%. It is not a, I'm trying to build it, even though these are a lot of fun if you sink a little bit of cash into them. So, worst case, when I start actually looking at the cylinders and the piston and see how broken those are, I did not look at anything. This popped up. Hey, can you be here tomorrow for this price? I did. That's where we ended up. Now, it's a 50cc, it's a 49cc motor, but if the top end of this is busted or the cylinder's really scored or the piston's shot, we're going to upgrade and do a 70cc Polini cylinder, which I've run in the past. Phenomenal on these bikes. Stock trim as this sits perfectly running on factory carb, stock exhaust. It's a two-stroke, but factory carb, factory exhaust, stock cylinder with a little bit of porting, you're looking at about 35 on a good day. Probably closer to 28, 29. Some of these are speed rated on the cylinders. I haven't looked at anything on that yet. If we throw a Polini on there, set it up and gear it proper, we should be hitting 45, almost 50 with a Polini and a decent pipe, but those cost money and I don't want to sink a ton into it. So it's back home. I'll have Dottie get out here at some point and deep clean the crap out of this because the paint's actually in pretty good shape. Just needs a little bit of love, and she likes doing that. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. I don't know what we're doing next yet. I need to get the shovel head up here, but I need to get this out of here first. So this is kind of, we'll see. It's going to be a couple days for the next video, though, just because we are so busy at the shop, and that takes pretty much all of my time. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things. We will catch you on the next one.